just want to sort of get on with this. Like, I'm already an hour late, and which means I might even go into overtime, depending. But I am finishing this game tonight. Sweet. All right. So, well, okay. So last time I played on Thursday, we had just accused Adrian. Where is she? This woman, as the murderer. We accused her of murder of Juan Corrida instead of our defendant, Matt Ungard. I have no idea what the flow of this case is going to be, because apparently we have to do it all in one session. But I don't believe that. I do think there's going to be like another like section of investigation which will take like a solid 2 hours, and then another round. So this might be a long one, but I do plan on finishing the stream tonight. So she's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner, well, was her. So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time, and he was in his outfit, it looks like. Well, wait, hold on. He was half in his outfit, half not. Or was he fully in his outfit? I don't know. Oh, no, he was in the outfit. Okay. That makes things interesting. You see, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then you're saying it was really her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. Did I just start a recording by accident? My bad, whoops. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude? Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impact's as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Corrida, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida, also get the suicide note back. That sounds plausible, but one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's. That is true. Who did we hear that from? Edgeworth. Let's see. It looks like he's still the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Are you saying that Edgeworth actually fed us information that may be false? Well, it wasn't false, but oh, he's really leading this train. Okay, back in court. The power of Bakewell slices shall sustain me. ATM. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court, Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Mattengard. Madam. One request? So yes, I was seeing Mr. Corridor. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan, but this was a private matter between Juan and myself. So it was a fry and bait matter, or was that a bait and fry matter? I don't know what you're saying, dude. No, yes, but I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. I mean, do you really? Very well, then, witness. Please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. That's weird. Poured yourself a glass of juice? Yes, sadly I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed this crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. She's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over, understand? Okay! Not gonna lie, that's one way to put the pressure on. So I'm gonna skip everything and see what they say at the end. It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now. I warned you earlier that she wouldn't crack so easily. The only way to make her is to keep on the offensive and not let up. The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence. Okay, so basically just press all of her statements. So it's time for the show to start, so I had to get Matt from his room. And what was Mr. Ungard doing at the time? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony. Mr. Ungard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me? What are you... Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with the subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Ungard's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. All of the shade, my guy. So after that, I went into Juan's room. And why did you do that? As a friendly jester, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? I will let her be for now. I should back off. As long as I don't have any proof, she's not going to talk. May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to this room? And there was his dead body. I was in shock. You were in shock? What? Was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person, and despite how close they were, I doubt she had a romantic feelings for Mr. Corridor. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. You can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Okay, oops, go back. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime photo. This is the photo you're referring to, correct? Oh. I think we've found her out. So she said that she poured herself a glass of juice, yeah? Which is why she set it down on the table. But now she's saying that she entered the room and the scene of the room was exactly as this photo, where the glass of tomato juice or whatever it was already there. So I think we caught her out on her lie. Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest and the guitar case was like this too. Yes, it was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next, witness? I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. Juice? Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There were no lip marks left in this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. I wasn't really feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Mr. Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corridor, you were in great shock, and that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude? Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Never mind. It's no big deal. What was she just starting to say just now? Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know was what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Oops, missed. Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? The mess of the glass shards. It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Oh, there are a bunch of lies. Because she already said the guitar case was open when she arrived, right? However, if she bumped the vase on top of the guitar case, it means, according to this piece of evidence, it's empty. There is some water, but only on top of the lid, which means it would have been closed. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just a part of the mess. The vase, I keep changing the way I say that. It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna present the guitar case here. So, if the music stops, we're correct. If the music doesn't stop, then we're incorrect. There we go. You testified that you knocked this flower vase over, right? Yes, and you're sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some sort of problem with what I said? It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Mr. Andrews, you testified that the vase fell into the guitar case. However, you also testified, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. That's very true. Furthermore, there was one other thing strange about this guitar case. What's that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, then the glass shards should be inside and not outside the case. What is your point, Wright? Oh, you know exactly what my point is, dude. That the case was locked. That the case was closed at the time of the vase. That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over. Is that all? No. Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter is with the guitar case is a dead end. Welcome to the stream, Solidus. How are you doing? How's your weekend been? The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it? It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? I'm gonna make her testify. All right. That's a silly testimony. Okay. Edgeworth, please. So I don't remember. All right, let's go to the end and see what they have to say. Come on, Phoenix. Can't afford to let up on her now. I wasn't planning on letting up, but she's at her weakest now, so this is our chance. Yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with. I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found. Okay, so I suppose I must open the guitar case. The only thing to steal from the guitar case would have been the guitar. Where is it? Where's the photo? Do you have a photo of him? I don't think I have a photo of him. It would have been his bright red guitar, but apparently the guitar was found at the studio, so like literally elsewhere. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna press on these statements and see if I can get some more information. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see, are you sure you are the one who opened the guitar case? She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not. Sounds like a dependent side is taking over. Well, Mr. Andrews? Yes, it was me. Suppose, okay. So you opened the case then? Yes, well, maybe. Why did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Corridor's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case. Edgeworth, please. As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it. Why would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic. Why would she care about the guitar? That's curious. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright. Soz. Alright. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try. Alright. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try the suicide report. If she opened the case, she must have been looking for the suicide note, which may have been in the guitar case or it may have been in the guitar itself. However, the guitar was not in the guitar was not in the guitar case. Welcome to the stream, Dio. Thank you for the raid party of 2 people. Welcome said 2 people. Welcome to the stream. I'm Jerry. Full name Jeremiah George. I'm just an ambassador of chill vibes. We out here playing. I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts for some reason. I don't know why. I'm playing Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright Justice for All on the final case. So you know, spoiler warning if you are invested in, if you haven't played Phoenix Wright and you kind of want to, you know, have a fresh start. But hi, yeah, thank you for joining. Bathwater Whiskey. I like that name. It conjures a very vivid image of bathing in whiskey. Sounds like a terrible time, but I do love the name. What does what mean, Danny? How's the stream been? I've only been streaming for about half an hour. I've basically just started, essentially. I think we're on the second half of a case. Second half of the final case. I think, hopefully, I'm not entirely sure how long I've got left. How long I've got left. Sorry. What is a raid? Oh, a raid is essentially, I think I did this at the end of my Thursday stream. Basically what it is when you're not going through my stuff. I've nothing for you. A raid is basically when, let's say you're finishing a stream and you have 10 people in your stream as you're finishing. Maybe you want to send people who are in your stream over to another stream as you're finishing. So Dio or Lunafia Crescent just finished his stream. What was you playing? I can ask you, but I can also find out. You were playing Final Fantasy 9, sick. So he was playing Final Fantasy 9. He had 2 people watching his stream by the time he finished, and he just did a raid and sent his viewers over to me. Simple as that. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Bathwater Whiskey. I'm gonna call it Whiskey for now. And you said the name is based on somewhere. I read it was based on the Prohibition, or did I miss that? Yeah, the name is about Prohibition. Okay, that makes sense actually, to be fair. First playthrough, blind, really? First playthrough, nice. How's that going for you? Oh, okay, I was incorrect. I'm like at the final. Personally, I'm at the final level or the final area of Final Fantasy 9 myself. Oops. And I haven't touched it. I always do this when I play games. I get to like the end of the game, and I just stop. I drop it for some reason. I've been at the final dungeon for Final Fantasy 9 for months. I just need to pick the game up and finish it. I'm already in love with the game, to be honest. Yeah, the game is like, how far have you gotten with it? 9 is a really good Final Fantasy game. Like I'm shocked that I slept on that game for so long, to be fair. I'm trying to think. It was empty after all. No, wait. It only has Corrida's fingerprints. So she couldn't have opened it. Just got out of the evil forest, so just begun. Oh, right. So when they're running out of the forest, how does it go? Let's see. So what's that song go? It goes dun 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 dun. Honestly, I want to cover that song. It's such a good track, and like there's two versions of it as well. I think it's called Run from Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9, is it Run? I think it's called. And there's two versions. There's the Run version, and such a good track. And then there's another version which I think is literally called Escape from the Evil Forest. So that's when it cuts to the actual cutscene where he's escaping from the forest, which is really good. Like honestly, the Final Fantasy 9 is such a really good game. Oh gosh, it's such a good game. I should probably get back into finishing the final level of that game. At least I think that's it is basically 9's attack. Yeah, it's called Run, and then the version that plays during that FMV cutscene is called Escape from the Evil Forest. So is it yeah, it's 5x4 time signature. It's very prog. Like Nobuo Uematsu, the composer, was like very much all about his prog influence. It's really good. Wait, so yeah, this. There was no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear Andrews. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. I'm sorry, you were wearing gloves? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? But why would you wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Ah, yes, now I remember. I almost sure I was wearing gloves, a pair of thin gloves. I can't fucking talk. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. That is strange. You're wearing gloves. Doesn't that look strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? The fact that there was fingerprints on the tomato juice that you claim to have put down. You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. You're a terrible liar, Miss Andrews. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Did she break her glasses and get a new pair? I like blinked the moment it happened. Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. Huh? What do you mean? I believe that a guitar case plays a very important role here, but it's just an empty case. I wonder if it was really empty though. But the guitar was at the studio. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? What? Shut up. Shut up, Phoenix. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case... 2 seconds. That was like the first time where I say 2 seconds and go into a little break screen that I actually took 2 seconds. Just wanted to grab my Diet Coke. Oof, brilliant. Graciously donated by Danny with the Tata. I feel like I've drank more like Diet Coke over the past 2 weeks than I have in like the last year. Crazy. Something about tactics that won't work. Yeah, it's a really good series. And like now, I am a thirsty boy. Now, wait, what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh yeah, now there's like the Great Ace Attorney series. 1 and 2 that released in Japan only back in 2015 and 2016. That's now going to be released on PC, PS4, and Switch. Hopefully soon, because we just got news that it's been rated for an English localization. So those two Ace Attorney games that have been confined to the region of Japan are now coming out in the West. Can't wait for that. And honestly, but if those two games come out before, by the time I beat the trilogy, then I'm probably gonna jump straight to those games and then go back on myself and do Apollo Justice. This is a very long series with how many games are there? How many Phoenix Wright games are there? Jeez, I need to figure out how long I've got left to go. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Ace Attorney series. How many games are there? One. So you got the original trilogy, and then you got Apollo Justice. Then I'm not counting Investigations. So the original trilogy, Ace Attorney, that's 4. Then there is the Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright crossover, so that's 5. Then there's Dual Destiny, 6. Then there's Spirit of Justice, 7. And then there's the 2 games that never came out outside of Japan, which are now gonna come out outside of Japan now soon. So that's 9. So the 7 games out now in English that I can play, but there will be 9 by the time those 2 games come out. I can't wait for that, actually. Oh man, I'm gonna be playing Phoenix Wright on the stream for a while. Loads and loads of lawyer times on this Twitch channel. No, Your Honor, please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that a vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in the photo in the crime scene. I'm sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. If you are so sure I'm right, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder. Let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing. So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty, is that it, right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of murder? I do wonder. My only theory is the suicide note. And why would something like that be inside a guitar case, let alone this one? Ah, shit, I got it wrong. Wasn't there something about an affair? Ish? I think. Not so much an affair, but to explain the relationship between Andrews. So Andrews is our client's manager, and our client is rivals in a TV show wise, rivals with Juan Corridor, who was the victim. However, Andrews, who is his manager, was seeing him. And no one knows whether it was for a romantic sort of, thing, or it was. So you say affair, but she wasn't cheating, so to speak. It was just, she was happened to be seeing the guy who happened to be rivals with her client. So that's all it was. But her motive would be to find out, because he would have hidden the suicide note that, her mentor had left. And that was the only reason why. Oh, my thoughts don't make any sense, actually. I'm quite confused. So if there wasn't that, then What was inside the case? I genuinely don't know. I didn't just select the knife, did I? Like an idiot. The tabloid? Yeah, I'll try that. Nope. Not the tabloid. Okay, not that. For real? I did do this the suicide report already. Okay. Okay. I need to make a save closer to the prompt. I don't know what could have been. No, not that. Don't be silly. Oh, the Magatama. That's it's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's a mechanic of the game, but I only really need to bring it out for at certain times. Don't worry about it. Could you imagine if it was my attorney's badge? Yeah, like the attorney's badge and the Magatama are always there because the attorney badge is always there. Sometimes it helps with like talking to people while you're investigating, because sometimes they don't recognize you're a lawyer until you specifically show them your badge. So that's always there. And then the Magatama is a feature, a mechanic of the game. Do we know who Maya's kidnapper was? We do, but he's not on the list of profiles. Remember that guy? I think you're around mine. He had the face that looked like it was a zip. Like the stitches in the middle of his face, it was him. And if she was stealing evidence, then there's no evidence of the evidence. There's an absence of evidence. Maybe this woman is connected to him, possibly. But right now we don't have the evidence to connect them two together. So we tried the magazine clipping. Wouldn't it be the camera, would it? Thing is, no one knows about the kidnapping. Like the kidnapping is literally like not related to this case at all. So it'd be very hard for Phoenix Wright to bring up the kidnapping because it wouldn't be pertinent to the case because no one knows about it. Apart from us, obviously. What do you... Okay, so the game bugged out, and like I did it, but like the game bugged out. Wait, so it was the photo? This photograph? Yes, but what is important was what is in the picture, Your Honor. In this picture, it doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is, inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? What? Are you saying that the witness opened the guitar to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? The insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop, and in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Ah, yes. And last stream, we already identified whoever was in that to be short, because the legs are, the legs are like, oh, well, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. The legs does not match that, basically. It looks too big on them, basically. The Hakama. Order! Looks like we've wandered into another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first and think later. Literally, that's his strategy. So the real murderer was hiding in costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt and guards. Why would something of the defenders be in the victim's room and inside the guitar case of all places? True. That is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? I think it may have been stolen from Mr. Ungard. Stolen? But why would someone do such a thing? Maybe the thief wanted to interfere with the post-ceremony stage show. And so, if he hadn't had his costume, then Mr. Ungard would be forced to go naked. Oh, wait, what? That's silly. Maybe you should be stripped naked naked and run out for making a mockery of this court. Excuse me? He did not take his costume off after the award ceremony. He was still wearing it. So, I'm gonna retry. It was a spare costume, probably. In that case, the costume we are talking about was a spare one. What? Then are you saying that on the night of the murder, there was two Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? That is what I'm purporting, yep. It would mean that the victim himself had brought the spare to the ceremony on purpose. But why? The victim, Mr. Corridor, was a jamming ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spare costume with him? And then, I don't know if I can.